Yikes. I just pulled the pin on some LIFX Z lights. Nothing like blowing $400, is there? No. So, you might recall from my previous video that I had some troubles with my LED lights in the home theatre. Whenever the projector would turn on, if the LED lights were on, the infrared signal will interfere and we'll get party mode. Not good. So I'm going to solve that by doing, well, the smart thing. Get some smart devices like the LIFX Z lights. They're Wi-Fi enabled, and this is my review, installation, unboxing, you name it. We're going to cover everything we can. First, let's start with what's in the box. The top tray contains one of two 1 meter strips plus a tiny instruction manual with even tinier writing. Later I learned that this thing is next to useless and had to consult online articles and help from other users. The next tray down contains another 1 meter strip plus the power adapter, which has a voltage range from 100 to 240 volts. It's got to be said that utility is a big advantage of LIFX strips. This one adapter can amazingly run up to 10 meters of lights. Beneath this you'll find the inline Wi-Fi and smarts in this little white piece. There's a reset switch and adhesive tapes to attach it to a wall, and I'll talk more about this later in the review. Completing the unboxing, you'll find several plug adapters, meaning the device can be plugged into almost all sockets the world over. Installation of the LIFX strips is simple. Each one takes no more than 15 minutes and is a case of peel back the 3M tape, stick it down to almost all surfaces, plug everything together, so the adapter, the Wi-Fi dongle, the lights, turn them on, and you're good. Just like with my last installation, MDF wood isn't very good to stick on with the 3M tape, so I had to use a glue gun to actually fix that up. But truth be told, it stuck very well to the top of my screen, which is actually velvet. So kudos to LIFX. You can also cut the LIFX series as well. Basically every 6 diodes. Now, a word of warning. LIFX will not cover these lights after you've cut them. So proceed with caution. So as simple as the installation process was, connecting the lights in the app proved to be the hardest part. Let's jump to that now. Within the app, you've got your layout of your lights with control of all 4 or individual ones. It sets them into groups, and that's something you can configure yourself. Integrations is merely just jumps you to the websites to help you sort of integrate with them. And that's pretty much it. Adding a light is simple. Hit on the plus symbol, connect a new light, and away it goes. I'll search for it. But successfully connecting lights on your Wi-Fi router is another thing. In initial setup, 2 of the lights failed several times to connect to the app and required either reconnecting through the Wi-Fi settings and then back to the app, and for one set I had to reset them completely. That is, like a hard reset with a button. Controlling lights, you can either do them individually, or you can control all 4 of them at once. Lots of color control in there. As you can see, you've got the reddest of reds, you've got lots of different hues inside of it. 3D pastels. Brightness control is very granular. Sliding all the way down from 0 all the way up to 100. Quite impressive. If you press and hold on the lights, you can actually turn them on or off over 10, 30 seconds, minutes, you name it, and away it will go. In themes, you can see here there's like a blue line. Now that represents your LED strip. So if I want to, I can actually take a bit of pink and paint sections of the light with some pink. Or if I want to, I can get some green and set green instead and paint around. Alright, so let's come back to the colors for a second, because I haven't shown you all the whites, and oh my gosh, there is a bazillion of whites. Here we've got from a neutral white, getting down to a warmer white, and you can bump it all the way over to your ultra blue lights. It's quite impressive. Alright, so come into themes. So with themes, you can actually hit on one of these buttons, and as you can see, it changes the configuration of the lights across the entire strip. That right there was just the lights catching up. If I hit it again, it changes the organization of the lights, and you can find some very pleasant little scenes, and It does make the room lighting very interesting and quite spectacular to look at. Lots of different choices in here. It's all pretty awesome. And as I showed you earlier, you can actually start making your own versions and favorite that. And as you can see now, because I've actually added that favorite color scene to my light, I can now set it to automatically jump into there, and that's what I configured earlier. Coming to effects, got lots of different choices in here. You can turn on spooky. What that will do is it'll flash the lights on and off individually or all together, flicker them. It's quite fun, especially for Halloween. Flicker is a great one for simulating a fire effect. Again, bit of a novelty, nothing very special to really be doing. Music visualizer is definitely a miss. It uses a microphone from your phone to synchronize with music. It has a bit of a sync issue, and it's slow, doesn't really work, so I wouldn't bother with that one. Color cycle is kind of cute, and move, same. And as you can see here, there's actually buttons under each of them, so whatever you're choosing, you can vary the settings within there. Say for instance with spooky, how fast the colors will move. Do you want it to change direction? You can restore it to the originals. And finally, brand new as of late October 2017, is this new mode called Dusk to Dawn. In here, you can actually have the screen come on, let's say at 6 AM. At 8 o'clock it's going to move itself up into daylight mode. So we're looking there, for instance, it's going to have a neutral light, and it's going to do that 8 o'clock. Then it's going to progress over to evening, where it moves into 80% of an incandescent bulb, and then finally finishing off at night with a night light. So 3% ultra warm, and it will actually achieve a 3% rate. Very impressive. So let's wrap this whole thing up. The LIFX Z lights have addressed, first of all, the conflict issue I had with the infrared lights. The app works really well. The light they generate is quite pleasant to the eyes. There's no flickering. There's millions of different colors, lots of different whites. I can't complain there. But what are the bad things? Well, it's a bit of a steep buy, let's face it. For $400, you could get yourself a lot of analog LED lights. Other issue is the disconnection that the lights occur. You know, they're on or off, but the app thinks differently. You can't control them. Only way to fix it is to actually go turn off at the light switch. It's all quite ridiculous. Through firmware updates, they should be able to address it. So please, LIFX, if you do watch this video, fix it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll soon be bringing you another one about LIFX and integration with Harmony, Google Home, If This and That, and Stringify. Please look out for that in the next week. Otherwise, if you did enjoy this, please do comment, like and subscribe. Tick that notification button, and I'll see you real soon.